Welcome back. You're watching us here on Halftime Report. I'm joining you from the F&O desk at the time when the markets actually erased all of its gains to the frontline index as well. So the Nifty is currently moved just into the red, and this despite strong performance coming in from both the IT index as well as the Nifty Bank. The broader markets have been under pressure all through today's trading session. So you look at the Nifty Bank, rather the Nifty Small Cap Index and the Mid Cap Index, both of them are at the low point of trade as well. What's also at its widest distance is the advanced decline ratio. We have 50 stocks, around 2,044 stocks in the red for about 833 stocks, which are in the green right now. The index, the last few minutes, what have been the key draggers for the frontline index? We have Reliance, which has moved lower, ITC, a fair weight on the index, also lower, and the metals pack not doing particularly well. So as a result of which, the Nifty has moved into the red despite good support coming in from the banks and the IT stocks. What this means is that ahead of expiry tomorrow, we've seen a lot of call writers active, and that's reflected in the put-call ratio, which has moved from levels of 1.4 sometime last week now to around 0.9, and the call writing is fairly visible at around 26,100, 26,150 and 26,200 as well. So 26,100 call comes up for you. Premium of 64 telling you as we move towards 26,200, 26,150 thereabouts, there could be some supply coming in. 26,200 call writers as well, equally active. The premium an hour ago on this one was around 40, 45 rupees, now come down to 28 rupees. So those call writers too making a fair amount of money, telling you that upwards of 26,200 there would be some supply. But it will be very interesting to see where the put writers of 26,100 go. An hour ago, the premium on this one was close to 60 rupees. Now it's 80 rupees. So those who've written that put are believing that maybe, the support for the market is moving lower around that 26,000 mark. So let's see how that pans out. And secondly, at some point, if these put writers had to unwind their positions, then all the way down to 25,950 is something we could look at as a support. So ahead of expiry tomorrow, if you had to look at a broad range on the frontline index, 25,950 to about 26,250 is what the option writers are playing for.
Okay, all right, Mangalam. Thanks very much for that. So that's what's taking place on the F&O space. Just want to point out that a couple of stocks are seeing some amount of traction now. So, for example, Poly Medicure is seeing a good amount of traction in today's trading session, both on the volume as well as the pricing front. So that stock is up around 6.5% at this point in time. So do watch out for that. Well, from the Nifty space, IT continues to gain. So we have TechM, which is up around 2.8%. Eicher Motors, we just heard the management, that stock is up around 1.7%. In fact, autos has been doing well last week, and the follow-on buying has continued into this week. So that stands out. We have Bajaj Auto, which is up around 1.3% as well. The IT outperformance also continues from last week into today at least. We'll take a short break, but on the other side, we'll get your conversation that our colleague Manisha Gupta had with MCX. Stay tuned.